Welcome to the latest edition of International Tax News. I'm Doug McHoney, PwC's International Tax Services Global Leader. In this edition, we cover selected tax updates from around the world, including my favorite topic, Pillar 2. If you would like to go in-depth on similar topics, check out the Cross-Border Tax Talks podcast, in video on YouTube or in audio wherever you find your podcast. Now turning to our current edition. First, on November 8th, Portugal transposed the EU Pillar 2 directive into its national legislation. This new regime, formerly designated as the Global Minimum Tax Regime, follows the model rules developed by the OECD Inclusive Framework, including an income inclusion rule, under-tax profit rule, qualified domestic minimum top-up tax, and CBCR safe harbor. The law is effective for fiscal years beginning on or after January 1st, 2024, except for the UTPR rule, which generally applies to fiscal years beginning on or after January 1st, 2025. Next, Hungary established a Pillar 2 notification requirement. Domestic companies subject to Pillar 2 are required to file a notification regarding their M&E group within 12 months from the start date of the tax year beginning in 2024. For calendar year companies, the required notification date is December 31st, 2024, as per the rules set forth in the Minimum Tax Act. Based on the rule's wording and the basic logic of the regulation, M&Es applying the transitional country-by-country reporting safe harbor for Hungary are still required to fulfill the notification obligation. Failure to submit the notification or submitting it late may result in the tax authority imposing a penalty of up to 5 million HUF or approximately 13,000 USD. Finally, the Australian Taxation Office released its first public guidance on its new thin capitalization rules in the form of a draft practical compliance guideline. The guidance provides a framework for assessing the risk of anti-avoidance provisions applying to restructures in response to changes to Australia's thin capitalization rules. The draft guidance also highlights areas in which the ATO is likely to review arrangements. Currently, the draft guidance only covers compliance risks arising from restructures in response to the debt deduction creation rules. Later, it will be updated to include a new schedule on restructures arising from other changes to the thin capitalization rules. Thank you for reading PwC's International Tax News. I look forward to speaking with you again on the next edition and on the next episode of the Cross-Border Tax Talks podcast.